I'm gonna be right back in a minute.
Frankly, I think this limitation is very annoying. I'm not sure that it was really necessary, except, you know, maybe to make the game slightly more difficult.
So basically it's just pointless.
Right, so of course the ones you want to get rid of are the weaker ones. And yeah, this one I think I'm, like, GFs have learned some new abilities, so I'm making sure that none of the junction slots is blank. And I'm realizing, oh, death actually junctions pretty well to these things.
Death.
Obviously, it's also a very useful junction in the status attack and defense slots, but I don't have those for everybody yet.
But you still have death.
Yes, I do.
But I'd rather have cake.
Unfortunately, there is no spell called cake.
It's always alive.
Although, there is a certain game where there is a boss that is a cake. In fact, I have played that game on my channel. It is called Super Mario RPG.
Oh yes, I think I remember that part. Yes, that wedding part.
Pokey, pokey, pokey! What are you doing? The cake is moving! The cake is not moving! You are idiot! Well, there's something about the 16-bit RPG era that I just think will never be duplicated in any later era. It's stuff like that. Not that I don't like games that came later. Obviously I do, because I've played a bunch of them. But there's just something unique to that era. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there is no voice acting, and a lot of the stuff had, like, a lot of the... what you would get from voices you get instead from
Text.
Yes, and from having characters make certain movements. Like in Mario RPG, you won't have the movements precise enough to have someone face palm, so instead of face palming, they'll just face plant. Like, they'll just, you know, fall on the floor, like... like, not like they're hurt, but like, really, did you just say that? Or you'll have Mario who can transform into anything for the purposes of being a mime.
The silent protagonist.
Yes, they take that to the extreme, and I think they sort of lampshade that. I love it. So I'm deciding whether or not to refine my items into spells, and then I'm thinking, you know what? The spells that I can make right now are spells that would be very, very easy to find. And it would probably be smarter to refine my items into spells that are not as easy to find. But I don't have the abilities to do that yet. Like, there's one ability called Forbidden Magic Refine, which lets you make some of the most powerful attack spells in the game. And I don't have that yet. Yes, like that. Unlike in Final Fantasy VII, in this game, Meteor does not destroy the world. But it does do quite a bit of damage.
Indeed.
It's always been kind of weird how some spells in battle can be used in the story. Ragnarok, Meteor.
Well, Ragnarok is something else in this game. I'm not going to say what it is, but it is something else. Wait, isn't Ragnarok usually a weapon of some kind?
Yeah.
Like, it's usually someone's best sword or something.
I just remembered what Ragnarok is in this game, but I will keep silent.
Thank you. because it is somewhat of a plot point.
I'm not, I didn't mean to make a spoiler, I just meant in general some stuff's kind of important.
Yeah, I just don't remember a Final Fantasy game where Ragnarok is a spell. It's usually a weapon of some type.
Using the main character's sword.
By the way, do you guys know what that word actually means?
Someone did tell me, but I forgot.
It's a Norse concept. It's basically, it's like an end of the world thing, but for the gods. It's like when the gods all fight this epic sort of final battle, and there's a word in German that means sort of the same thing. Götterdämmerung, Twilight of the Gods. It is also the name of an opera by Wagner, not Wagner. What am I doing now? I keep thinking I should cut some more of this stuff out, but on the other hand, this is like when this is the time for us to have witty banter if we're going to have it.
Indeed. Because witty banter is always fun and witty.
Yep.
I think I may have filled up on spell slots again.
Whoopsie.
Or maybe I'm just trying to check, see whether people have enough, you know, whether the spells are split somewhat evenly. Like, another locked door. There are more than 3 locked doors, but there are only 3 keys that you need to unlock all of them. And the doors will tell you which one you need. Oh, look who it is. I'm just watching the beginning of the Kingdom Hearts 2 Let's Play these days. Blink and You Miss It is doing it, and I'm realizing that, like, just the subtle stuff they do to make the characters, to make the Final Fantasy characters, like, similar to how they appear in the games. Like, Cypher, he holds, like, this, you know, sort of mock battle club. He holds it just like he holds his gunblade.
That's nice. It's just the dialogue seems iffy, like his line of that was undeniable proof that we totally owned your labors. Just
remember that Kingdom Hearts 2 has, you remember that Disney is behind it, so it has to be like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
it just felt awkward, you know.
Yes, that is a rather stupid line, I agree.
Please don't kill me. I'm not your enemy. Those bastards stormed in during class and just took over this place. Most of the students were kicked out then.
So if you go
You guys
in this door,
came to find the
which is up
sorceress,
from
right?
the stairs,
Yes, you can
will
have
find
this.
a student who
I know
says,
2 other students
"Please
are
do not
hiding
kill us.
somewhere.
We are not the bad
They
guys.
also
Here's a
have
key."
card keys to open the restricted areas. Be careful, guys.
Well, what he's saying is that the rank and file students of this place are not the ones who want to be getting into this fight. This garden was sort of taken away from them. I mean, keep in mind that Irvine was also a student here, so they can't all be bad.
They can't all be bad. Buddy.
Yes, and my rank is not going down because I'm doing a whole bunch of fighting.
Good. Looks pretty impressive too for a rank.
Yeah, eventually I'm gonna look up a bunch of answers to a bunch of CD tests. Oh yes, I was trying to draw magic, but somebody interrupted me.
Tuppy Rush.
Angelo, trying to draw magic here.
Bad girl. It's what
I think Angelo is actually supposed to be male. I'm not sure about that, but
Probably not.
Bad boy. Get to know baskets.
so I'm now looking around for seeing if there's any door around here. that has lock 1 on it. That has lock 2 on it. And I was like, I went up to it and pressed X, and then it went off the screen really quickly, too quickly for me to read it, and I tried it again, and finally the third time I got it to stay up long enough for me to read.
I get you.
And it's like, alright, there was that one door with lock 1 on it. I guess I have to go all the way back now. And I go the wrong way.
Makes me a little confusing first time through because of all the locked doors you don't know about.
It's actually, the place is a lot smaller than it looks, because there are a lot of paths that just circle back on each other.
How is that?
This is a Deathclaw. It's one of the more powerful monsters in the game.
He looks like a...
And I'm just showing a few of the attacks that he has and a few of the spells that you can draw. He can hit you with gas.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
As long as it's not as bad as bad breath.
Oh no, nowhere near. I have been screwed over by that enough times so that I know that when I get into a certain point of the game, I have to prepare my status defenses very specifically, and I will be going through how to do that when I get to that part of the game. Well, there's a good side to Bad Breath, namely that it is a blue magic ability.
The only good thing about it.
Yes.
One of two. The second one is that you can actually use it yourself.
Well, that would be the same good thing.
True. Good to do.
In bad real life, there is no a silver lining for bad breath. Get bad breath. Oh, get to the washroom and clean your mouth out, dude. It's even worse for girls. They just hate bad breath most of the time.
Yeah.
Note that Thinker 2112 does not endorse any gender stereotypes.
Well, that just means people in general don't like bad breath.
Yes.
They have a hockey rink in the garden?
That means that you are ahead in the video.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. What guys' time you at?
54, 28, 29, 30. Okay, Annie, are you just seeing the honky rink now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just a second ahead of you. Think I thought it's not that bad.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna fret over a second. So I showed this whole battle because, number one, it's a short battle, and number two, this is, I think, the only time in the game we're ever going to see this particular enemy.
So,
I just want to play this. And here fighting.
Yes.
What is the function of a hockey team in a garden school?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's just think in real life. Army and Navy have sports teams.
And also, how can they fight with like stats like that and skate at the same time?
No, the real question is how are Squall and Rinoa and Irvine not slipping when they try to go forward, especially Squall. That's the real question.
Did you get magic?
Yes, that is the answer.
It's also like when you go to a very cold place and they're not wearing much, but they're not cold.
Yes, exactly.
They're not that cold.
Well, especially in this game, because in this game it's not even like the men are wearing armor and the women are wearing the, equivalent of a chainmail bikini. No one wears armor in this game.
Weird. Well, that wouldn't make much sense, so armor would usually make you stronger, so why no armor?
Because we have junctions for vitality and spirit.
How did you get magic? How you use
So yes, you have to go through this hockey rink because it is how you get the second key.